Hi friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we have to discuss about Java program for methods of a thread class. We already know that thread class contains the following methods. First one is get ID method, second one is get name method, third one is get priority method, fourth one is set name method, seventh one is set name method, and eighth one is set priority method, ninth one is start method, 10th one is run method, 11th one is lu method, and 12th one is join method. So each and every method in the thread class has its own function. These methods are already seen in the life cycle of a thread, and each and every method purpose is also known in the life cycle of a thread. If anybody wants, please refer the previous video, life cycle of a thread. Now we have to implement that methods of a thread class in Java programming. Class th extends thread. Next one is public void run. This is the run method. We have to run the thread for int I is equal to 0 semicolon, I less than or equal to 10 semicolon, I is equal to I plus 2. System dot out dot println of I. For loop close and run method is close and class is also closed. Next one is class thread demo. This is the main class. In that main class we have to write the main method public static void main, public static void main string arguments. Now we have to create the object for the class th. T1 is equal to new th. Now we have to start the thread. T1 dot start semicolon. We have to close the main method. We have to close the class. Okay. In the main class thread demo, in the main method, first we have to create the object for the class th. So th object name is t1 is equal to new th open parenthesis close parenthesis. Th is the class name, t1 is the object name, new is the operator that is used for allocating the memory for the object t1, and this one is constructor. By using this object we have to access the start method of a thread class, that is the t1 dot start. When we are calling the start method, it can check the CPU. If the CPU is freely available, then thread scheduler can allocate the CPU for this thread. Then CPU executes that thread by using run method. Hence, when we are calling the start method, it implicitly calls the run method in the class th. The control goes to the run method. In that run method, so this for loop is executed. First, I is equal to 0, 0 less than or equal to 10. Condition true. If the condition is true, then the control goes to the body of the for loop. Then I value is printed. After that, I value is incremented by 2. Now I value is 2. 2 less than or equal to 10. Condition true. If the condition is true, then the control goes to the body of the for loop and print the I value. Now I value 2 is printed. After that, I value is incremented by 2. So previously I value is 2. Now 2 plus 2, that is 4. 4 less than or equal to 10. Condition true. If this condition is true, then the control goes to the body of the for loop. Then I value is printed. Now I value is 4 is printed. Next, after that, I value is incremented by 2. Previously it is 4. Now it is 6. Then we have to check the condition 6 less than or equal to 10. Condition true. Then the control goes to the body of the for loop. Then print the I value 6. Next, after that again control goes to this statement. So I value is incremented by 2. Now I value becomes 8. We have to check this condition 8 less than or equal to 10. Condition true. Then the control goes to the body of the for loop. Then I value 8 is printed. After that control goes to this statement. I value is incremented by 2. So 8 plus 2, that is the 10. Now we have to check the condition 10 less than or equal to 10. Condition true. Then the control goes to the body of the for loop and print the I value, that is 10. After that control goes to this statement. I value is incremented by 2. That is 10 plus 2, that is 12. After that we have to check the condition 12 less than or equal to 10. Condition false. Then the control goes to the next statement after the for loop. There are no statements are there after the for loop. Then run method is completed. Now the output is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now we have to save this program. Save as threaddemo.java. Save. Next, we have to compile this program java c threaddemo.java. The program is successfully compiled. Now we have to run this program java threaddemo. So see the output 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Now we can go to the program. We have to use only two methods up to now. One is the start method and second one is run method. Now we have to print the ID of the current thread. Okay. Now here we have to write one more statement, system dot out dot println. Here we have to write ID of the current thread. ID of the current thread is plus object name is T1. We have to access the get ID method. To access that get ID method, we have to use the object. Object is T1, T1 dot get ID. By using this statement, we have to access the ID of the current thread, currently executed thread. Now we have to save this program. Again we have to compile this program. Java C threaddemo.java. The program is successfully compiled. Now we have to run this program Java thread demo. So see this one, ID of the current thread is 10. Okay. Whatever the current thread is running, so these values are printed 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now we have to print the name of the currently running thread. Okay. For that one we have to use get name method. Okay. So system dot out dot println name of the current thread is here we have to use a method called get name method. To access that method we have to use the object t1. So t1 dot get name method. Okay, it returns the name of the thread. So name of the thread always starts with thread 0. Suppose another thread is also there, then its name is thread 1. 3 threads are there, their names are thread 0, thread 1, thread 2. 4 threads are there, their names are thread 0, thread 1, thread 2, thread 3. Here only one thread is there, so its name is thread 0. Now we have to save this program and compile this program. Java C threaddemo.java, successfully compiling. Now we have to run this program Java thread demo. So see this one, ID of the current thread is 10, name of the current thread is thread 0. Okay, name of the thread always starts with thread 0. Okay, suppose 2 threads are there, their names are thread 0, thread 1. 3 threads are there, their names are thread 0, thread 1, thread 2. Okay. So up to now we have to print the ID of the current thread, we have to print the name of the current thread. Next one, we have to print the priority of the current thread. Okay, for that purpose we have to use a method called get priority method. System dot out dot println priority of current thread is T1 dot get priority method. By using this method we have to print the priority of the current thread. Priority of the thread has 3 ways. One is minimum priority is 0, maximum priority is 1, normal priority is 5. Okay. Minimum priority of the thread value is always 0. Maximum priority of thread value is 10. Normal priority, that is the default value of the thread, is default priority value of the thread is 5. Okay. Now we have to save this program. Now we have to run this program. Compile this program. Java threaddemo.java successfully compiled. Now we have to execute that program. So see this one. ID of the current thread is 10. Name of the current thread is thread 0. Priority of the current thread is 5 because default priority of the current thread value is 5. That can be called as normal priority. Okay. Next one. Suppose we have to change the name of the thread. For that purpose, we have to use set name method. Set name method is used for changing the name of the thread. So here I am writing one more line. T1 dot set name. Set name. The name of the thread is, write in double quotes. I am writing DSR. Okay. We have to change the name of the thread by using set name method. Okay. Here object name is T1 dot set name. Within the double quotes we have to write the new name of the current thread. Okay. Now we have to print that one. So system dot out dot println new name of the current thread is new name of the current thread is here. That can be also write it as after changing the name of the current thread is. We can also write it. There is no problem at all. Plus T1 dot get priority. Sorry, get name. Okay. So previously name of the current thread is thread 0. Now we have to set the name of the current thread as DSR. Now we have to print the new name of the current thread is DSR. So we have to execute it. First save that program. Now we have to compile this program. Now we have to run this program. So see this one. ID of the current thread is 10. Name of the current thread is thread 0. New name of the current thread is DSR. And the priority of the current thread is 5. And each time I value is incremented by 2. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 up to 10. It is printed. Okay. Next one. We have to set the priority of the current thread. Here default priority of the current thread is 5. Now we have to change the priority of the current thread by using set priority method. Okay. So here I am writing T1 dot set priority new priority value is I am giving 8. Now we have to print the new priority. System dot out dot println new priority of the current thread is plus t1 dot get priority. Okay, to get the new priority of the current thread after setting the priority value as 8, then we have to print that by using t1 dot get priority. Now we have to save this program. Now we have to run this program. First compile this program. Next we have to run this program. So see this one. ID of the current thread is 10. Name of the current thread is thread 0. Now we have to change the name of the current thread by DSR. Then it is printed new name of the current thread is DSR. Priority of the current thread is 5. Now we have to change the priority of the current thread by using set priority method. So new priority of the current thread value as 8 is printed. Next one. So up to now, what are the methods we are using? First one is a start method, second one is a run method, and the third one is get ID method, and fourth one is get name method, and fifth one is set name method, and the seventh one is get priority method, and the next one is set priority method. Okay, now we have to use sleep method. Okay, so here thread is running here. So here to use the sleep method, we have to use the object that is a t dot sleep. So here I am writing as t dot sleep. Object is t1. t1 dot sleep. It sleeps the currently running thread for a specified time. That time can be measured in terms of milliseconds. I am giving 500 milliseconds. Okay. Now we have to save this program. Maybe we have to get the error because here T1 is the object that we are created in this class, but I am using T1 here, so that maybe we are getting the error. So see this one. Yes, cannot find symbol T1. Okay, now here I am writing one more line here as thread T is equal to current thread. Thread T is equal to current thread. Now I am using this object T dot sleep. T dot sleep of 500. Okay. T refers this object T refers the currently running thread. Okay. Now we have to save this program. Now we have to compile this program. So here we are getting unreported exception, interrupted exception must be caught or declared to be true. So whenever sleep method we are using in the program, we have to use try and catch blocks. Okay, so that we have to small change in the program. So here I am writing try. Here we have to use t dot sleep of 500. So sleep method can be written in try catch blocks. Okay, try and catch blocks. T dot sleep 500. Okay, in the catch we have to write exception E. Exception E. This is catch block is empty block. Now we have to remove this line, this one. Okay, so sleep method can be written within the try block and catch block is empty. Now we have to save this program. Now we have to compile this program. Yes, the program is successfully compiled. Now Java thread demo. So whenever sleep method we are using, every time the thread is running, the output can be displayed after 500 milliseconds. 500 milliseconds is nothing but 5 seconds. After every 5 seconds, the thread will be running. See this output. First 0 is printed, after 500 seconds 2 is printed, after 500 seconds 4 is printed, after 500 seconds 6 is printed, after 5 seconds 8 is printed, after 5 seconds 10 is printed. Okay, 5 seconds or 500 milliseconds. Okay, again we have to run this code. See this one. Okay, after every 500 milliseconds the thread will be running and execute the output. Okay, so sleep method is used for keeping the currently running thread into a sleeping mode after a specified time. The time can be given as parameter in the sleep method. This parameter can be given in terms of milliseconds. Okay, so after every 500 milliseconds the thread will be resumed. The thread will be resumed. First I value 0 is printed. After that thread will goes into a sleeping state up to 500 milliseconds. After that it will be running. 2 is printed. After that it will goes into sleeping state 500 milliseconds. After that thread will be running. 4 is printed. Again thread will goes into a sleeping state after 500 milliseconds. So 6 is printed. In the same way this procedure is continued. Okay, for every 500 milliseconds the thread will goes into a sleeping state. Okay, after that thread will be thread running will be resumed and its action can be performed. After that every 500 milliseconds again thread will goes into sleeping state. Okay, so this is the use of a sleep method. Okay. Next one is join method. So join method is mainly used to wait the currently running thread, wait the thread until the thread has to be completed its operation, until the other thread completed its operation. Join method is used for waiting the current thread until the other thread completed its operation. Okay. So here join method can also be used at try and catch blocks. Okay. So in this program only one thread is running. So that is a T1. Okay. T1 thread thread 0 is running. Thread 0 is running. Now we have to run the other thread also. So for that purpose we have to create another object. TH T2 is equal to new TH. New TH. Now here in the try block, we have to join the join method we are used. T1 dot join. Okay. So join method is mainly used whenever the join method is called, then currently running thread has to wait until other thread completed their execution. For that purpose we have to use join method. Okay. In the try block we have to access the join method by using the object T1. Next one, in the catch block we have to write the exception E. So this is the empty block. Okay. After that we have to write the T2 dot start method. T2 dot start method. So second thread is also running. Okay. Whenever this start method is called by using the object T2, it implicitly calls the same run method. It implicitly calls the same run method. Okay. For the first thread 0 also we are getting the same output. For thread 1 also we are getting the same output. Now we are running the two threads. First thread name is thread 0 and the second thread name is thread 1. For two threads we are getting the same output. Now we have to save this program and we have to compile this program and we have to execute this program. See this one. Okay. Second time also the thread is running. We are getting the output 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. So join method is mainly called one thread has to wait until the other thread completed its operation. Okay, that means the second thread has to wait until the current thread completed its operation. For that purpose we have to use join method. Join method can be written in main class. Join method can be written in try and catch blocks. Okay. Next method is alive method. Is alive method. Here we have to write system dot out dot println status of a thread. Status of a thread is here plus T1 dot is alive. So is alive is mainly used for checking the status of the thread. It contains the Boolean values. If the thread is already running, it returns the value true. Otherwise, it returns the false value. Next one is here we have to write the system dot out dot println status of current thread. Current thread is plus T1 dot is alive. Is alive method. Okay. Whenever we are starting the first thread, it implicitly calls the run method. In that one, status of a thread is true because now this thread is running. After that, its output is printed. So then the control goes to this one. So then we have to use the join method, and at that time status of the current thread is false because already first thread running is over. So after its operation is completed, its status is false. Okay. Before the operation completion, the status of the thread is true. Okay. Now see this one, save, and we have to execute. We have to compile this program. T1 dot is alive. Sorry, here we have to change T dot alive because here we are creating the object T, so that we have to use T dot alive. Save. Now we have to compile this program. The program is successfully compiled. Now we are getting this one. So yes, ID of the current thread is 10, name of the current thread is thread 0, new name of the current thread is DSR, priority of the current thread is 5, new priority of the current thread is 8. Now the thread is running so that status of a thread is true. After its operation is completed, now we have to print the status of the current thread, that is false. Okay. After that, second thread is running, status of a thread is true. So then its operation is operation is completed by printing the numbers 0 to 10. Okay, after, so this is the program for implementation of the methods of a thread class. Okay, what are the methods we are using? See this one, run method we are using, is lu method we are using, sleep method we are using, next one get id method we are using, get name method we are using, set name method we are using, get priority method we are using, set priority method we are using, start method we are using, join method we are using, is lu method we are using. Okay, so this is the program for implementing the methods of a thread class. And okay, thank you one and all for watching this video. If you really like my session, please forward my session to your friends and classmates. If you really like this video, please click on the like button and please subscribe my YouTube channel Dibbela Srinivasarao. After subscribing my YouTube channel, click on the bell icon to get the future updates in my YouTube channel. If you have any doubts, please put your doubts in the comment section. I will clarify your doubts. In the next video, we have to discuss about these methods of a thread class in detail with the example program also. Thank you one and all for watching this video.